Good evening, everybody. Welcome back into Hobby Corner. It's been a week since we've been on Maypole Farm. I hope we're ready to rock this out. And see what was I doing? Oh yeah, getting ready to get all my windows set up here. And we are back in. We got our new house being built. And if I can get out of the fenced area. We've got Mr. Romeo back on the farm with us. Straight from Paligny. And I forget where we were, what we were doing. Let me turn my mic down just a little bit. Yep, we still have that gigantic loan. We've got a... And yes, it is set up on a 10-year payment plan. I did look that up. So, yeah. That's going to hurt. And we can't take contracts, so we are at the mercy of what we have on the farm. We've got a new 2S grass field over here. Yeah, we should have put lime down on this. Oh well. Excuse me. We are still in the month of September. This field over here was harvested in August as well. And I believe we got a trailer set up here, so I believe we got some chickens. Yep. And I also think we have some cows and goats, if I can remember where they are on the map. I think they're over here. Yep, there's our cows. Oh, Bessie is just jogging away. I think we will, just for the sake of it. I think we will. I'm just thinking out loud here. Mow this grass down here in November again. Do that with all the pastures. Like I said, we need to make money. We need to keep it rolling in. And as much as we can mow this and make silage out of it, I think that'll help us out a lot. Let's take a look at our map, see what we did. We have field 91. I think that's planted to wheat, along with field 108. We got enough money to buy this, but like I said, we've got $70-some thousand worth of loans coming out. You know, just shy of $80,000 a month in loans. So if we don't start generating income soon, yeah, we're gonna have some fun. We're probably gonna be in the red. I think we're gonna spend a lot of time in the red. At least the first year or so. And let's take a look at our map. Let's just go to the farmland that we own. 154, 150, 91. Those two, and then that one there. So I think field 88, as soon as that's harvested, we're going to plant that right back into grass. Which that harvest should be next month. Yep, should be in October. I don't want don't want to plant or plow it up yet and harvest it, or replant it, I should say. We need to keep the wheat in here for the chickens for right now. So yeah, I think we are ready to go to the month of November, or October, I should say. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's just find a nice little shaded area, and we're just going to go ahead and go to sleep. And it's left shift Z. And then we should see our income go down $79,000. It's not going down as much as I thought. Maybe the first year it doesn't go down. I'm still trying to figure this out, because we should be making the loan payments on this. I'm not sure why it's not going down. Let me grab my calculator here. I want to do some math. 79, 845 times 120. If we times that by 120, we're at 9,581,000. So something's not right. I don't know. I do know we are now in the month of October. We don't have any grain in here, which is good because we need this over for our sunflowers. So let's go ahead and take that over to our sunflower field. Yeah, we'll get that loan situation figured out, and the customary return the headphones back on. And if you all can hold on for just a hot second, I gotta take a phone call here real quick. I gotta step away. I'll be right back. Make sure the mic is unmuted, and I am back again. All right. Where was I? Oh, yeah, I was driving. Driving from point A to point B. I've got to find this field because I think I won't look at the map. Nope. And I got to remember we got to drive on the left side. And it should be this next field here on the, just around the corner. Okay, now I need to find out where our field is. I passed it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure this out together, folks. And now I need to drive on the left side still. Oh, so it's not ready. How do we get in there? Oh, we got to go through the neighbor's farm there. Okay, we're going to be changing that, I think. So we're in growth stage 7 of 8. So this got harvested a month later, or a month, or got planted a month later than it should have been. So yeah, we got to come through here. Oh, okay, it's by the BGA. All right, cool. All right, so I guess we'll wait one more month. Turn that off. We don't need that up and running. How is this? We won't know, so I think it'll be fine until November. Same with our other 2 fields. Okay, we got our wheat there. Let's check on this. Let's see what this needs. We're missing 10,000 cement bags. 10,000 liters. Ugh. Okay. Do I have that mod set up? I do not have store deliveries turned on. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So... let's find the store, the Super Duper Mart. That's the sugar mill. There it is, so we got to go there. All right, let's go back into our tractor here. And we're going to do some stuff. I want to go take a drive up there. And that didn't turn the way I wanted it to, but now we do. Okay. So yeah, we turn in right there for the BGA. Yep. All right, let's go to the Super Duper Mart. If you know where that reference is from. Okay, that's the sugar mill. Alright. How much is our cement bag? So we're going to be spending $15,000. I mean, we're trying to build a house here. But do we wait? You know, I know it's an unorthodox way of transporting cement. But we don't have a flatbed. And I'm alright with this. Took the corner a little too fast. And then I get to do this. I don't see any more bags, pallets floating around. I think we'll be alright. And this should automatically unload. There we go. We get our 10,000 liters in there. Excuse me. Yeah, I just want to check on our grass field, growth stage 3 or 4. We could harvest it, but we're going to wait until November. That way we get the best chance at silage. And let's come over here because we got grass. Nugget! Yo, what's up, buddy? So let's pull out one of these guys. Yep, it is wrapped. It is 62% fermented, so we're just going to leave that right there. So it is fermenting in the barn, which is great. I'm doing good there, Nugget. How about you tonight? We're going to be selling a whole bunch of grass silage here next month. I mean, we don't have much. We've only got technically 34 bales of grass. But we're going to continue to make silage out of all of our different pastures that we got. We got this field here. It's stage 3 of 4. We've got this one over here, which is part of the sheep pasture. We're going to go ahead and mow this again. And then we got the cow pasture over here that we're going to do the same thing on. We're just trying to earn as much money, and we're going to convert all of this over to silage this time. So we should get, what was it, 33 and then another 20 some. 33 and 21, so we should get, 54, 55 bales of grass altogether. The 21 bales that we got in here will be more than enough for the animals. Good, but there's a loud thunderstorm outside. Ooh, yeah, a little ominous thunder. Yeah. We've got a sunflower field that is not ready to harvest yet, which is kind of bad. I was hoping that would be ready to harvest. It's got one more month to go. And then, you know what I'm going to do? Let's go visit this guy. Okay. This one's ready to harvest. Let's, I'm just going to pull the trigger. We're going to buy this place. I mean... Alright, get you that drink, man. How do I access this place? Through over here. Okay. Alright, so that's a 43 horsey. That's an 80 horsey. So yeah, I think we can use the Massey Ferguson on that. 4080, that's 120. Our Massey's 140. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the Massey. Let's get hooked up to that. We don't have a front weight on this. Alright, we're going to get some more bales of silage going. I just bought a new grass field. We're trying to make as much silage as we can for optimal money making right now. Because we cannot do any contracts. No contracts. All the stuff that we can do is on our own. No external productions, aka greenhouses, dairies, things like that that we buy and put down on the land, except for if we were to buy like the bakery to make cakes with with strawberries. Then we can buy a greenhouse to produce only the items needed for making that production from the base games. So if we go to our productions here, okay, we own that just to make our house. That's it, and that's all we're using it for. And right now it is currently out of wood, you know, as you can see. We've got some supply inside of wood chips. We will, sell those off at a, much later date. But yeah, like the cereal factory, we can place down beehives to make the honey. We need to make chocolate, which is going to be milk and sugar. Raisins, the only way to get raisins is either A, have a vineyard, or B, through one of the fancy greenhouses. So if we were to want to make raisin cereal, then we would need to drop a greenhouse that can make raisins and make raisins only. We can't sell the excess raisins, so there's no use, doing a lot of output on raisins. We can't just outright sell them. So yeah, we can do certain things. Like I said, the big thing was the bakery for, if we're going to make cakes, we can drop down a greenhouse to make the strawberries. But that's a lot. I don't want to make sugar. I don't, there's other things in here. I, really don't want to make, a lot of the stuff, but I want to try to stick to using only the base game stuff and leave it at that. Grizzly Bear, welcome. Yes, this challenge is, I left it in the description, but in essence, I'm trying to save the family estate. We'll just go up to the loan system here. The family estate gathered $5 million in debt. I was able to secure a $1 million loan to buy necessary equipment to try to get everything back up and running. And because the town is upset with us, we cannot drop any sort of production to just, drop all the greenhouses to make lettuce, type thing. And we can't do any contracts because they don't want to pay us any money. We can gladly give them all the money that they want. We can hire workers. We can buy the base game production, say, wherever, we can buy the sugar mill if we wanted to make sugar because we're buying it from them. So we're putting money back into their property stuff, I guess. But we can't just take Field 91 and drop all the biggest greenhouses down and just produce lettuce to get us out of debt. That I don't want to play that. I want to stick with just the base game stuff is really what it comes down to. So that's how I'm playing it, and I've never done a playthrough where I didn't use contracts. So it's something new to me, trying to survive without that. Mr. Michael, we're doing good. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. Let's turn this stuff on. And then drop all the stuff down. We just bought this field, and I'll need to come back through and windrow it. We're trying to make as much silage as we can. So making the silage, yes, it's one of the easiest things that we can do. We're making, if we were to do a field of grain, that's the same thing. That's all part of the base game. We harvest the grass. So yeah, I know some people like to do challenges like that. I've seen other content creators kind of do the same thing. There's another streamer out there, goes by the name of Peanut. I didn't know he was going to do the same thing, where no contracts are very minimal, and he's trying to help his uncle out, as he calls it. And no, we did not talk to each other about what we were doing. I kind of did the same playthrough he did when he was on Paligny. Only because I thought that would be a fun challenge, and it was. I really enjoyed it. And then when I got done with my series, I decided to do this one and try something that is also really hard, you know. We are playing on hard economy, so selling all the different products is a lot less money. Part of this game is coming up with new and unique challenges, kind of like when people go to like New Frontier and do a survival challenge, you know, or whatever type of thing. Same concept, you know, just a little, you know, different style playthrough. So now sitting there racking my brain, how can we come up with money to keep making these loan payments, because we've got to have a winter time's coming. We need a couple $100,000 to go through the winter if the loan system is working properly, and I don't know if it is. You know, we got that enhanced loan mod on here. So trying to make sure that all that's working the way it's supposed to. I don't know if it is, because so far it has not taken money out of my bank account. Hence the reason why I decided to say the heck with it, and I bought this field. If we go in the negative, we go in the negative. And if we don't survive this challenge, then at the end of the in-game 10 years, then, you know, that's a learning experience. So part of me really wants me to fail, you know, trying to stick to base game and no contracts. Or I should say base game productions. There we go. And, you know, I've seen a lot of other streamers that when they get onto a map with a zero money challenge, one of the first things they do is get into the silage production. You know, I've made silage on other maps for doing my own thing, never really sold it outright. I take that back. Waseca County, yeah, I only because I sold, you know, 1 million liters of silage on that map. Granted, it's also hard economy, but there's also a little money glitch that you can make from it, because the silage is worth 4 times more than any other map. So, you know, that map is more for fun. There's no real challenge on it. I just wanted to play it because I really like the map. But as far as doing silage for an actual, that's all your income on a standard map on hard economy, yeah, I think it's a decent enough challenge. I mean, we're not we're not buying the BGA, which a lot of people do to make even more money that way. So I've seen a lot of people do that, you know. Or I shouldn't say a lot of people, a few people, you know. So we'll go ahead and get this field. We'll probably plow it under and replant it to grass as well. And if I have enough lime, I'll put lime down. If I don't have enough lime, then, you know, it'll wait until after the next time we harvest it. And I've also seen people, when they get onto a map, they have their favorite mowers, their favorite tractors, the favorite pieces of equipment that they use, and I've got my favorites too. But this is a mowing setup that I've never used the single-sided wing mower on the back of the tractor before, so I figured, why not? It was cheap. And it works for our purposes. I actually like using it. It's pretty nice. If we were to get like the Krone Big M for $20,000, then heck yeah, I'd buy that thing. 95% off of the market value. And it's the same as the windrowers. I've got a totally different windrower setup on this map than what I've used on others. A lot of the fun on this game is actually playing with equipment, getting to know its little idiosyncrasies. It's like on Alma, Missouri, one of the base game cedars on that is the Knocklinger. It's a 8-meter cedar. It's blue. It does, I think it's just standard. All it does is seed. It doesn't fertilize. And I tried using it, and it plants great. But once you get it on the road and you drive it around, then it decides to throw you in ditches. So you can see that in what video? Was it yesterday's video? Or today's video that dropped? So yeah, I ended up selling that thing off, and I got frustrated at it because, I can take any other tractor, put a piece of, tow behind equipment on it, and I can hit a corner at 30 miles an hour and be just fine. That thing, I was going in ditches like crazy. I was like, nope. I'm selling that thing off. I didn't care. And it's like on this map here, my cedar setup is something totally different that I've never used before. Okay, let's go ahead and disconnect the back. There's my windrower. It's a 12-wheel windrower. It works good. It's one of those windrowers that I grew up with. And when I saw it, I was like, heck yeah, let's try it out. It's a mod, of course, my plow that's right there, that's a mod as well. yeah, that my seeder right there, that's something I've never used before. I think it's a 6-meter seeder. And I've got a front tank on it for doing, I think it's fertilize. Or is it extra seed? I forget which one. I think it's fertilize. But yeah. Sup, Shane? I'm here to drop a like and keep an eye on you while I lose at Rocket League. Well, you know what? Lose with grace. You know? And if you can't lose with grace, then go out like a crying baby. Let's see if I can get this out without hitting things. Yep, I knew it. Let's go ahead and disconnect because I need to straighten out. I got it in there. I'll get it out, I guess. Oh, come on. I thought it was connected. Dag blasted. It's either cry like a baby or fight like a girl. And when you fight like a girl, kick between the legs. I lose a R6 Siege. What? What's R6 Siege? I haven't heard of that. If it's a Rocket League thing, then that's new to me because I really don't play Rocket League, so. Yep. This I like this windrower. I mean, it's every windrower's got its own little quirks, you know. But this one works pretty good. I like this one. I worked with a guy many years ago. We just happened to get on the subject of street fighting. And he was talking about how he would do this and this to the guy, you know, get him down in a full Nelson and, you know, whatever the thing was, you know. I forget what all he was talking about. And I'm just like, well, if I get into a fight with somebody, you know, I'm going to fight like my life depends on it. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kick him in the knee. And then or kick him in the groin. Either one. I think it was the groin first, because then when they double over in pain, then it's kicking the knee and dropping down to the ground, and then just start, you know, kicking at their ribs. And he's like, well, that's not fair. I was like, where? Ah, Rainbow Six Siege. Okay, cool. And he's like, that's not fair. And I was like, well, you tell me where the rule book is that says that there's no kicking in the groin or you know, poking of eyes and things like that. You show me the street fighting rule book and then I'll abide by it. But until then, I'm fighting like my life depends on it, and I'm going to do everything I can to win, even though if people think it's dirty. It's like, I don't care. It's my life. They're trying to knock my lights out, knock my teeth in and all that stuff. I'm going to do everything I can to return the favor so that I win, you know? That's how I see it. All right, he'll be right back. Yeah, this is a nice windrower. I like this windrower. Sure, we're talking about fighting, and then Streamlabs says, we need to be respectful. Okay, Streamlabs. Maybe I shouldn't have programmed that to say that. Yep. Eyes, T's, knees, teeth. Yep. Yeah. What's the Cobra Kai from Karate Kid 3? If he can't see, he can't fight. If he can't breathe, he can't fight. If he can't walk, he can't fight. You know. That's the same concept. You know, it's my life over his. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that I'm the last man standing. If it was a sanctioned fight, then you go by the sanctioned rules. But if it's not, then it's fair game. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. I'm here all night. Make sure to tip your bartender. If anybody wants to hear something different on the radio, let me know. I'll change the station in a heartbeat. My electronic synthwave is kind of my jam right now. Alright, we did 2 passes, so around the field, so now I think now we can go back and forth. Why no music? Oh yeah, copyright issues. Yeah, tonight's stream is brought to you with the full-on use of epidemic sound. So it's copyright free. I pay for a subscription. You can't hear it? Oh, okay. I did not know. Let me check that. Let me turn it up then. Okay. Let me know if that's good. I had it lower so that, you know, I was okay, cool. Yeah, I had it going earlier for the intro music and stuff, so now I'm all flustered. I forget what I was doing here. Okay, let's just drive a tractor, I guess. Let's hit left button, drop it down. There we go. Kind of mess up the row, but we'll pick it up regardless. There we go. was like, I could hear it in my ears just fine, but yep. Which is what I want. I don't want it being overpowered. But yeah, if you want to hear something different, please let me know, and I'll change to you know, country, rock, pop, hip hop, you know, whatever. I'm all ears, but I'm tis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I still got a lot of headroom. I can turn it up a lot more if you guys want it up more. Yeah, when I started making my videos for the Alma, Missouri series, and even the intro for my live streams, I started using Epidemic Sound, and you know, you get to reading in the copyright stuff on that, and it's like, yeah, I guess I need to pay for the subscription, so dropped money for that, you know, just to have it there. You want country? I'll get country on. I got no issue with that. I'm a very artistic person when it comes to music. I pretty much like everything, so. Yep. There is. Let me grab it. Okay, just for you, Bobley. Now you're going after Bearded Geek Gaming here, because that's like all he does. Since I missed a whole bunch there, I gotta go back through and do another pass down and back. I've known a lot of country people and cowboys that listen to rap music, So, is it really fitting? You know, I don't know. I'm just teasing you about it being fitting. Not teasing you about actually knowing rapper or country folk that listen to rap music. Have you found the mode for the rake like this one, but it has the PTO at the rear? The mod. I haven't looked, so I couldn't tell you. It would be yeah, nice to do that so that you could do baling after, you know, as soon as you're done. Yeah, I would have to look on that. Alright, let's get this guy. Okay, and I do have a baler. It's the Massey Ferguson baler. I mean, I listen to rap. I don't know if I'm in a tractor. It's Alan Jackson and Terry Clark on the radio usually. I get you. You know, the area I grew up in, we had 2 stations. Take that back. We had 3. We had an NPR, which is, you know, the AM stations, and most AM stations were all country music anyway, or talk radio. And then we had 1 country station and 1 rock and roll station. So yeah, we listened to, you know, whatever we could on the radio. And I love me a good square baler. I just realized that this tractor really shouldn't be pulling this baler. But it's doing it. It's doing it. Yeah, we got the, it's a small tractor if I remember right. Not that one. Back. It's the Virtus. This guy right here. And I think I have it maxed to 143 horsepower. The baler I have, we got the Massey. That's 275. I think it's that Massey. No. I'll have to take a look. It might be this one down here. Yeah, it's this one here. And that's 200. I don't have near enough horsepower for this baler. But, I mean, we're on flat ground. It's doing just fine. If I were to go up a hill, it would struggle like crazy. Alright, I'm watching but staring at the match. Let me know in 5 minutes how it goes. Cool. Ain't no thing, brother. Yeah, I just am surprised that this tractor's pulling this baler just fine. On the flat ground, of course. Excuse me, Mr. Deer. You're kind of in the way there, buddy. Okay, now we're stuck. And do a little bit of that. This reminds me of Ricky Skaggs. He was a big bluegrass person. Back up and get that little piece. A little tractor that could. A little tractor that could do almost anything on this farm. Oh, that's a... Was it pushing another bale back there? No? I just didn't want to turn while backing up is all. I hope we get like 30 bales out of here. No, it'll probably be more like 15. For this being grass, it's producing more textured dust, which makes me think it's dry. Let's get that little tuft there. Baler does want to push the tractor around some. I will say that. one spot of something out here I want to get picked up. If I can remember, right there. There we go. Now we can drop all these bales in here, including that grass, the unfinished grass bale. I know it's kind of worthless to do that, but should have left them out. Either way, there we go. We're going to need this next month anyway, so we'll leave this kind of parked out. Yeah, we'll put it back. Sure, why not? What the hey? Oh, I buried it. We don't need this tedder anytime soon. FS Farmer! Welcome in. Good to see ya. Raid. Where's my bug spray? Or I should say, where's my herbicide? Or insecticide? I forget how fast this baler wraps. Come on, collect. There we go. Yeah, we got the Colossus wrapper here. Welcome in, everybody that's joining me tonight. Please make sure to hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. We got the subscribe there as well if you feel so inclined to do. Welcome back for a bit there. Good to have you here. Okay, I'm full of the dad jokes today. Alright, we got this last bale right here. Go ahead and get that wrapped up. Never mind, gotta go. Alright. Good night there, Nugget. We'll catch you later, bud. I can definitely back this thing up a lot better looking at it in that view. And while we're here, I need to take a look at our transport because I can't remember. That's 130 horsepower. Alright, we'll be good. We'll hook up to our transport over here. And we squeeze through. I held down the left bumper button. I think I was having issues with this the last time. I have to go into operating position. I don't go into unfold. Okay. Yeah, and it's just like this bale transport. This is for round bales, and everybody I ever watch uses this one for the square bales. You know. Well, this is a mod. You know, these two are both mods. I've never seen anybody use these before. Oh, actually, we need 175 horsepower. Hey, yeah, we're definitely not there. I was looking at this one here. Where is it, this one? I don't know. TSR 3450. Okay, yeah, we do have the 3450. Okay, but yeah, like I was saying, most people that I see on stream, they use this guy right here. You know, 22 watching, 6 lights. Let's close the gap. Yes, please. My Streamlabs is not keeping up. It only shows me 2 viewers. That is amazing. Way to go, Streamlabs. Impressing us all as usual. Yeah, this is a neat little bell transport. I like this one. So I got a few more bells out of here than I thought. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 altogether. That's pretty good. I think it's pretty respectable. Yeah, we'll just well head on out because we can't get any more on there. And then when we get all the bells collected, we will go ahead and get that plowed up and replant it to grass so that we can get a better yield out of it for next harvest. And that bell there, I mean, we could push it in if we do. It doesn't hurt nothing. I just left it out as the litmus test for how much percentage it is for the silage. And it was at, you know, the 60% mark. So we got 14 more added to the group of 30-some bales, 33 I think it was. And then when we do the next harvest, we're going to get a lot more out of that as well. So we could leave these bales on the trailer, but I think we'll just go ahead and get them unloaded. Okay, why is this thing not folding up? There we go. Just took a minute. All right. Alright, we're going to do something unorthodox here. I think it'll work. See how low of a horsepower we can get on pushing this thing backwards. Yeah, we're not going to worry about creating field, we're just going to plow this thing up. So if you ever need to grab one of these subsoilers and you only have a small tractor with, I think this has only got like 145 horsepower to it, just put the plow on in reverse and push it, and it plows the field. And again, I'm not going to worry about stones on this. I'm just going to go ahead and push them back into the ground because I don't plan on ever plowing this up again. So as you saw, I was trying to go drive backwards, which would cause the plow to go in the normal direction, and it was not happy. Romeo! There we go. I guess we'll back up, lift it up. Are you sitting there watching for bunnies I disturb there, Romeo, or what? The best bunny chaser in the neighborhood. And the best get in the way of the plowing operation in the neighborhood. Alright, we'll get the John Deere in here with the seeder. Make sure to change that to grass, because we don't need to be planting wheat. Up against the buildings where the bale transport goes, so I need to get that moved over. And then get that set up there. What do we got in this? Nothing. Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? I think I should. Let's grab this because my mouse decided to disappear on me. Consumables. I think that'll be enough lime for us. At least I hope that'll be enough lime for us. Wait, we gotta go up this direction. Almost forgot one of the greatest blunders in all the world. Where you're going. What was the first one? Never get into a land war in Asia. And the second one is never get in a game of wits with a Sicilian when death is on the line. Isn't that what that is? Okay, and I don't have that mod installed. So I'll be making sure to put that onto the listing. And what mod am I referring to? The one where I can click once and then it'll take anything that's within reach and put it into the hopper. I think it's called bulk fill. The first time I used that, I was like, why isn't it stopping? And then stopped and then started and then kept doing that stop-start routine. Until I figured out what the heck it was going on. Sorry, car. I'm cutting in front of you. And I have another pallet of something over here. I forget what it is. That is lime. Let's go ahead and get this loaded up. That, fingers crossed, should be enough to get us by. I forgot to lime the grass field to the right when I plowed that pasture up. Let's get the lines set up. Steering assist, show lines. Okay, and we should, gosh darn it, we should lime at the full width here. Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know how much was in that one pallet, but it's probably a good thing we threw it in there. Okay, let's start this bad boy up. We got wheat in here. And let's change that to grass. And that should be enough for the grass field. We are extremely light on the front end. I really need some wheel weights on the back. And we're going to go ahead and run GPS lines as well. I think 2 headlamps is fine. Sorry, I was in my YouTube looking at stuff. Sorry, folks. Yep, this thing does not like to turn while in the ground. And then all the stones that you see, we're just going to push back into the ground with the roller. Romeo, you're gonna move, or I'll grass you over. He don't care. Yeah, I missed a little spot there for the lime. I think that'll be all right. And then Zeal Music went done. So let's put it on. I think we'll do some hard rock here. When I get to this other end, I got to step away for just a minute. Turn around, get lined up. We won't put the seeder into the ground for fear of losing all of our seeds. But I'll be right back, everybody. Hold tight. Alright everybody, I am back. There we go, we get set back up where my seat should be. When you hit the wrong button on the steering wheel and change implements. Yeah, this is a neat little seeder. I like it, except I think I really need to get wheel weights on this tractor and wide tires just to get that extra stability, because we're a little light on the nose. I'm almost thinking of doing something here. And that is to remove all the hedges between all of our fields. And it would also require to get rid of a few trees as well. I mean, not too many. I can probably leave them. I think we'll leave them until we talk to the city council to see if we can clear out some wood on our property. Alright. We got that taken care of. Now we just got to roll it. We do need to get some fertilizer on all the fields sometime. Because like those two fields there, we could definitely get rid of the hedge between them and merge them. That hedge there, we can do the same thing. Then that would allow us to get rid of those. Well, I mean, those two trees aren't on our property, so we can't exactly get rid of them yet. Bye-bye stones. Except we are super slow. Yep, the only thing we need on this field now is fertilizer. We're gonna roll you over, Romeo. Get out of the way. Squish. What do we own for hedgerows? Yeah, I don't know if we got that hedgerow yet. We can get rid of the one there, the one there. Yeah, just kind of spinning circles in the corner there. Not very good. There we go. Now we got it all. We probably got it all the last time too. There we go. Then we got to come back and get that last headland and we're good. Patrick Mills, welcome in. We're doing good. Planting more grass. That's what we got going on right now. Or I should say we're rolling the grass. Trying to get a little silage emporium going. We need one of those regenerative incomes. Since we can't put down a greenhouse to make the lettuce money glitch, you know? The infinite lettuce, there we go, infinite lettuce. It's not a glitch. It's just a passive income. Well, we need something like that to supplement our farm, because we technically have $79,000 in loans that are supposed to come out every month. And yeah, as you can see, we're at 22,000 right now. So we're not sitting very good. We've got to get something that we can generate income, so everything that we got, we're basically planting to grass. He was doing that to corn, yep. Okay, so we got that taken care of. I'm not going to worry about the hedgerows until probably the springtime. Although if I take care of them now, oops, I got that little extra grass in between the fields. I can go ahead and mow. Okay, we need to do that. I took down hedgerows elsewhere. There we go. I think that'll turn it on now. Yep. Okay, where's this one at? I like how he has the hedgerows tied to a tree stump. It's pretty neat for trying to remove the hedges. And yeah, this is all of our property here, so I'm gonna expand as much as I can so I can get as much grass as I can. There we go. And that's the edge of the map. I'm not going to worry about that. There it is. Okay, that's that one. One more hedge, really, to get rid of up here. And then we'll check on the animals here when we're done with this hedge. They should still be good on food. Okay, I think we can leave these hedges up because that's around my pasture for the goats. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Nice and wide open. 2 more trees cut down. Big old box elder. Oh, one that finally fell down right. And we'll get this one here, and that stand of trees we'll leave up. Okay. I think those trees there. Yeah, we'll leave these trees over here. I mean that's a little real estate, but the hedge line's still up, so we're all right. Okay, let's I think we are ready to go. Oh, yeah, let's check on the animals real quick. Chickens are great. Okay, the sheep, they've got 55,000 liters of meadow. The cattle, they've got 10,000 liters of food. I think I brought hay over here the last time. And they got 75,000 liters of meadow. So we are good there. Let's go ahead and sleep until tomorrow. "62 chicks were born." Hey, that's what I like to see. And then we've got all of this cell stuff coming in. Ooh, a case axial flow. Mr. Deer. Nitrogen is bad. I need to get fertilizer down on this, which means I need to convert a tractor over to narrow tires. But we can wait until springtime for that. We'll be all right. What do we need over here for this guy? We need cement bricks and cement bags. Oh my gosh. Killing me, Smalls. Well, we won't do anything until we get the silage bales out. And that is still grass, 95%, so we got to wait a few hours for that. Until then, and we still didn't lose any money from the loan. So something tells me that the loan payments aren't coming out yet. So, with that, we need to lease a combine again. And we'll have to go with the cheapest one. To get our sunflowers. And let's go back. And then we need a corn header. Excuse me. Yeah, that does sunflowers. Lease. I want to check something here before we go too far, because otherwise it's a waste of money. Okay, it is ready, and that's good. And we've got these 2 fields plus our 2 meadows. We'll get that grass. We'll do that tomorrow. I mean, we could... be hard to say. Yeah, let's go ahead and get our sunflowers taken care of. And we can do either one. I'll just do... I'm not... Yeah, we'll just do this guy here. And we'll grab the trailer and we'll run that over. Alright, hold on everybody. Okay, let's get this over to the field, and then we're gonna have to stop the stream for the rest of the night. There's some things that need to be done, and yeah, we just gotta get this over here, get it parked up. I think it was this route. Yep. All right, we'll put that right there. And tomorrow night, we will continue with the harvesting of the sunflowers. So yeah, I want to thank everybody that came in tonight from the FS Farmer Raid. Everybody else, thank you all for coming in. Please make sure to hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate that. We're trying to get this channel to grow. Subscribe as well. The next goal is 250 subs. And until tomorrow, we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.